The other change that the Immigration Department have gone through is in relation to the program that I've just mentioned, which is the Quality Migrant Admission Scheme. So again, because of the way that this program is configured, and I'm not a great fan of it because it's very opaque and it's very difficult to understand who's going to get approved under it. And in fact, we don't even take any paid instructions on it because all the knowledge that I've got on this program I've published on the internet, and I don't have anything more to say about it because the nature of the program and how it's administered, you can't actually learn anything that you can then pass on to clients that represents your experience on it, because it's basically just a black box, which is very different from how the other programs are administered. But under the Quality Migrant Admission Scheme now, if you are not a Nobel Peace Prize winner, and you are being admitted basically under the general points test. Essentially what happens is that you have to meet the must-meet criteria, and then you have to score a minimum number of points, which I remember is 80. And once you've scored 80 points, you're in the hunt then to go into the selection pool. And when you go into the selection pool, that's when the curtain comes down and you don't really know what's happening thereafter. But once you are in the selection pool, you will be assessed on the total number of points that you've got and whoever else is competing against you for that selection exercise, depending on the industry category that you're involved in. And the problem with the Quality Migrant Admission Scheme historically has been that, apart from its black box nature, is that only 23% of all applications ever got approved, and 77% of them came from the mainland. So it really should have been called the Quality Mainland Migrant Admission Scheme when you look at the numbers. And then you look at the sort of the non-mainlanders that were able to qualify. There was probably a dozen a year kind of thrown in for fun, I used to think, you know, an ice hockey coach, somebody who had some skills in psychotherapy, using art therapy in a particular way. Very esoteric skill sets, very difficult to anticipate approval for under if you're just a regular Joe, as it were. But in terms of the changes that have resulted, it's difficult to know if there's going to be any more transparency on how the program's going to be administered. But the Immigration Department have announced that if you have graduated from a world-leading university, then you're going to essentially get double the points that you would ordinarily get for the points that you get for your education. So now if you can show that you've graduated from top 100 university in the world, then you're going to get those extra points. Whether or not that makes it inherently more attractive for people to want to come to Hong Kong under, I'm not sure. Again, the real problem is that when you're moving to Hong Kong, or any country for that matter, it's a quality of life move, it's a big move. You need to be able to go into those projects with a high degree of certainty, a reasonable level of certainty that you're going to get approved. But at the moment, under the way that the Quality Migrant Admission Scheme is administered, it's almost impossible to know whether you're going to get approved. But I guess we'll see in the next 12 months or so. So yeah, if you're like Anthony, you went to London School of Economics and top ranking world university, then you know you're going to get double the number of points that you might otherwise get. So that's the Quality Migrant Admission